I'm here with Luke from Big Tree Tech, and they always have cool stuff. And right now, they have what I'm affectionately calling the Tower of Power with a whole bunch of, I don't know what it is. Luke, what am I
would argue appropriately calling the Tower of Power.
What is this? What is this thing? Should we start at the top or start at the bottom?
How about we start at the flashing, because you're so into RGB evidently from your last video.
We'll start.
Why don't we start at the bottom with the flashing RGB? So this is the Panda station, and it is a mounting and storage solution that really will work with any printer, right? But is sort of designed to have the same profile as a Bamboo H series printer. So your dimensions of it are exactly that of an H series.
Okay, so printer. Anything H size or smaller. So right now you have a P1 on here.
Exactly. So the cool thing is that it looks really good when you are mounting like an H series printer on it, because the profile is just streamlined all the way up. Then let's look at some of the features. We have a nice sealed chamber with the humidity sensor on there, temperature, humidity. We've got two drawers, and you can see you can store either filament or an AMS. And with the drawer system, if you open one, to make sure that the center of mass is always within the profile of the cabinet itself, the lower one will fail to open.
Oh, nice.
Close it, and you're good to go.
Okay. So this is just passive. There's no active drying in here. It's just a dry box.
This is passive.
Okay.
However, there will be an accessory that we are releasing in the future that will not heat the chamber, but it will dehumidify. It's going to suck humidity out of the chamber. So if you have already dried, because you know what, to dry something like this, like what are you putting, all PLA in there, or are you putting some PLA, PG, and so, like, so there's not one fixed drying temperature that's going to work across the board. Yep. How much benefit is there in actually trying to dry a massive chamber like this? However, keeping stuff dry, now there's benefit.
Okay.
So yeah, we're gonna release something that aims to actively suck the humidity out there and keep this nice and dry. But for now, as long as you just shut it up, it should seal well enough to keep dry filament dry for a little bit longer than if you leave it out in the open, right? Okay. So yeah, you've got the inside. There's a Hall effect sensor here. So it lights up internally when you open it up. We just don't have that plugged in at the moment. Yeah, we've got printouts. So if you want to store open filament on these, then you can as well. We've got little like half moon holders printed out. We have got the top drawer here, which comes with the whole range of Gridfinity models that we've already designed. So you can store whatever tools and accessories and all the rest. You just pick from the Gridfinity models that we got, you print them out, and then they go there. But yeah, there's an adjuster for the feet, because those are, you know, they're drop-down feet.
They're casters. You can roll it around and then
you can roll it around, and then you drop them down onto like a really solid rubber shock-absorbing foot that isn't going anywhere. So it's really nice and stable. RGB, which is also functional because it connects to Bamboo machines over MQTT. So you can have it displaying like a status if you want, like the machine's busy printing green, or it's got an error red, or it's hot, don't touch the hot end of the bed, also can be red or whatever color you want it to be. Okay. Yeah, it's got function, or you can just have it aesthetic. Like I just want like a gentle wave pattern of a color of my choosing, at a speed of my choosing, all there. Cool, that is the Panda station.
Then we have the Panda Den here.
It is going well. So Panda Den is very, very cool. That is for PX and A series machines. And yeah, basically, if we look at the back, you got this little bad boy over here, which is just a magnetically mounted chute. And what you'll notice with the chute is that it's just a vertical drop, right? Vertical drop straight into the chute over here, which has a nice incline on it. So when it hits that, it bounces forward. It doesn't just accumulate in a pile. So some of these solutions out there have chutes that have a curve in them, and the problem with that, your layer lines end up catching on the filament. And the weird thing with certain filaments is some filaments will create poop that is a certain shape, and others that are maybe a bit silky do a completely different thing. And so they catch differently on layer lines, which is just a pain. This is just out, straight drop, and we intentionally oversized the hole to make sure that even if you misalign it, it's not going to catch as it's dropping. It just goes straight in, bounces forward, and then you come to the front, and in the front, just open it up. There's your waste. You grab the trapdoor, and use the trapdoor to just slide it straight into the trash, close it up, and you're done.
Oh, that is handy.
You're good
to
go.
Really handy.
And the cool thing is, I can't really show it to you now, but there's another hole on the side here that is perfect for the A1 and A1 Mini. So, and there's a little print that you just clip onto the waste wiper that will direct it straight down into the chute. and so it's compatible with A1 Mini as well.
Very nice.
Yeah, so really neat little device. No longer have to fight to get to the back of the machine or like.
Yeah, because a lot of people have these machines mounted right up against walls.
Exactly.
And it's just annoying to get
just
back
a pain
there.
on the backside. And of course you get a little, oh, here we go. I was looking for this earlier. This is the thing that you just use to like adjust the casters. So there you go. Tool storage, there you go.
Yeah, some tool
Practical demonstration. So it's just two of the same drawers. Again, Gridfinity prints available. You can just shove all your spares and accessories in there.
Okay.
Panda Den. Very cool little thing. And of course we got the P1S, but what do we got going on inside the P1S? Well, what do you use to clean up poop? Well, not to clean it up, but to catch it. Use a diaper, right? You use a diaper, and so we have the Panda diaper. Right, little one of these bad boys.
There's a little silicone mat.
I mean, you can see it's already been working.
Yeah.
Here's these little things that have fallen somehow and they shouldn't have. Out it comes, empty it into the trash, and you just pop it right back in, fold it down, and you're good to go.
Pretty much all printers suffer from this issue where
They
underneath
all
the bed, it just
suffer
becomes
from this.
a collection of just everything.
And you know, then some people, their shop may not have like a ready available vacuum or something, or they may want to drag a vacuum out every time they want to clean up printers. They just want to like, whoop, and you can see there's like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
You're done, you trash it, you pop it back in there, and you're good to go. So Panda diaper, that funny enough, like we've launched so many products in the last couple of months, and Panda diaper has just been like this constant favorite that's just sold out. So yeah, it's simple, but it just serves a good purpose.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah. So Panda diaper, and then of course we've got the Panda status. It's not on at the moment, but effectively what this will do is it gives you the same effect that you get in an H2 series machine, but now you get it on a PX or A series. So it's compatible with PX or A. It'll show you the print status based on, you know, how far the RGB has progressed. And just because we threw a microphone in there as well. So it'll be like a little equalizer bar. If you have some jams going in the shop, you know, you want to have a whole grid of machines up there all busy jamming together. Why not, if you can, right? So that's Panda status. What else have we got? We got the jetpack. All right, so we got the jetpack version 2, which basically just extends on the original jetpack concept. It's now an injection molded part, and we threw RGB in there. So this is just displaying a rainbow effect. But one of the cool things is that, again, you can set it to be like a hot-cold effect, where if you've got kids running on the machine, you can make it such that it goes red as soon as that hot end, all the bed shouldn't be touched.
Okay, so you know the machine is safe or not.
Yeah, exactly. Like, at least they know, like, don't go near it. It's visual, it's in their face. Or you can set it to show machine printing state, so green, all good, red, error. We've just got it set to rainbow now because it looks cool. So Panda Jetpack V2, and of course the functional side of things, aside from the meaning of the LEDs, is that you've got air blowing in on the print from 4 sides now, which does, I mean, we can show that it provides better cooling, better overhangs. So yeah, you got your Panda Jetpack V2 over there. What else have we got going on the inside? We got the Panda Revo, that's running the Diamondback version, I believe.
Nice.
Which, I mean, you know, Revo is a good hot end.
And Diamondback, they're gonna last forever.
The quick in, quick out. And literally, that is a real diamond.
Do they all come with this?
They do. It's synthetic, but it is freaking real, believe it or not. So
you can pimp my printer.
We just went over the top with it because you know what, we could. So yeah, there's a real diamond embedded with it, and it actually comes with a ring that you can unscrew this and embed into the ring, so that you can apologize to your wife for buying the...
Yeah, when you spend too much time working on the printer, you got the apology built in.
Exactly, there you go. So that's the Diamondback Revo, so that's running on there right now as well. And we've also got the claw inside here, which is, you can't see it because it's obviously behind there. But yeah, here's the whole jetpack that you're seeing. So it's got the rear section as well as the front section. This is the clear. There's the black on there now. But the whole thing is obviously lightweight. It's better cooling too, so often with PLA, you'll be printing PLA inside the chamber and the chamber seals up, and then you're like, so this just helps it cool down a little bit, lessen those problems, less jamming, but also just looks cool, it's lightweight. So functional and fun. Then moving up, of course we've got the Cryo Grip, let's not forget about that. Cryo Grip Frostbite. I don't even know why we have a brim, the slicer just turned it on automatically. But that thing is a fantastic plate, as we all know. What else? Let's look around.
Oh,
so we
got
got the Panda bamboo feeders. These are pretty cool. I'm just going to grab my coffee there. Automatic feeders. So this is actually busy feeding. You can kind of see the buffer in action there as it busy pushes through.
So this is like a booster or buffer for helping out the extruder on a machine.
Exactly. So, you know, it is integrated into AMS as it already has its own buffer
these
system.
have them built in.
Exactly. But if you are using an external spool and you're using it regularly, maybe for TPU or for carbon fiber or whatever
Or
the case
you
may
just
be,
wanted to feed from like a 3 kilogram spool or something heavier, that's a lot of work on the extruder to pull.
Correct. And that can result in print imperfections, and likely will, because a lot of the force of the extruder is being spent yanking that filament through a friction-filled PTFE tube. One of the other things I didn't mention, as with the Panda Den, it comes with this hard spool holder, whereas on the P and the X1 series, the spool holder comes out the back and it's a pain in the ass to get to. Here it's just on the side. So, and that's integrated into the Den. So you can see it in action here. Yeah, so you basically put it in there. And the cool thing is it actually integrates with the bamboo firmware. So when you say load, it knows, okay, time to push the filament through. It knows that you're issuing a load on the machine, pushes it all the way through to the hot end, and then the hot end goes, cool, I can see it now, and it pushes it through. So, and when you say unload, it knows you're saying it, unload, waits for the cut to happen, and then pulls it all the way back as well. So it sort of automates that whole process.
Will this work on systems that aren't bamboo?
So
because clipper machines, for example.
It will run on any machine in that it doesn't actually rely on firmware to automatically feed.
Okay.
You simply insert the filament, it knows that it's there, it will then feed it until, because it's got an integrated buffer.
So it'll go until it hits something.
It'll go until and the cool thing is it's got an automated, because how much friction is in your filament path? It varies from machine to machine.
Yep.
It varies from installation to installation. So it's got an automated calibration process where you don't want to push too hard with the feeder because it can result in the filament bending. So we want to push the right amount, and this thing can push really, really hard. So the calibration process will push until it detects the filament switch at the hot end triggering, or until you say it's there now. And then it will say, okay, great, that's how much force I need to push to overcome the friction in the filament path.
Nice.
And it will not go beyond that. So the calibration process makes sure it's pushing just enough. And then once it's calibrated, you don't even have to integrate it with the machine. It can just work by itself. It'll push it to the hot end, and when it sees that force drop, it knows time to push a bit more, and it's got the integrated buffer to do that. If you do integrate it to the machine firmware, it just extends on that functionality, and that loading and unloading becomes automated from the interface of the machine. So we currently have integration with bamboo machines. Clipper integration is coming in V2, and we're very much considering, not just considering, but like going to do integration with other types of machines as well.
Awesome.
Specifically, think like tool changes where you've got these, and it's a mission.
Yeah, because you got to feed the filament all the way from
now you just pop it in and it'll do its thing, and so that's all coming. So Panda bamboo feeder, and if you are using it with the bamboo machine and you don't have AMSs, the cool thing is it actually allows infinite printing. So if you have a print that's going to consume more than what is on one spool, and you want it to just continue without having to intervene, these all communicate with each other.
Oh, so you could have like one preloaded here and have like a
you see the buffer here?
Yeah. You
got it already done.
Yeah.
So you just preload them all, and it goes into the buffer. As soon as one runs out, it doesn't even let the machine figure out that it's run out. The one tails the back of the other one all the way through, so it looks like one continuous feed of filament. And they all communicate with each other to figure out, you get to set the order of priority, but the master will be feeding, and when it runs out, one of the others will just kick in, tail it, and then the next will kick in, and they all just synchronize together. So
very nice, very nice.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool little buffer solution. Panda bamboo feeder. Let's see what else we got going on here. So circle around, we got the Panda perch, which is this guy here. And nice little riser solution for your bamboo machines. This comes in an H2 variant as well as a PNX series variant.
So this is nice. So if you have your AMS systems above, you could still open up the top of the machine.
Bingo, you can open it up. And we made these little hexagonal holes so that you can print tool storage. And K3 Kevin's done a bunch of stuff for them so that you can, your scraper and whatever else that you want to put on the side there. Yep. And then of course, easy access to the lid, no worries, and dual AMS mount. Okay. So interestingly enough, we have this little guy over here. Why?
Yeah, this is from IBOS.
IBOS, yeah. Why do we have it there? Because we're working with them to sort of replace the electronics in this with electronics that integrates directly to the machine's smart so that, you know, you've got these separate chambers in here. So now when you actually pop a filament in there and you set, look, this is PLA and it's red and whatnot, it's just going to say, would you like to dry it? And it's going to know what it is and automatically kick in and then start the drying. So all of our electronics will go into this machine and give you that smart functionality instead of the manual controls that you need over here. So that's something to look out for coming soon. Some really cool stuff, even also coming for AMS2. So keep a lookout for that.
Nice.
I won't say exactly what it's going to do now, but it's something that everyone wants. What else have we got going on the stack? Inside here, we've got, of course, the much loved and very simple AMS protectors, just ceramic.
So it's going to last a lot longer, be more reliable in the stock
I mean, it's going to last indefinitely. Yeah. It's just, you know, it's not going to wear out your feeders. It's ceramic. It's there for life. I mean, I've got the more machines. They cost like, I don't know, like if $10, it's a lot. Like, they're so cheap, you just pop them in. And then on the inside here, we've got what's called the Panda slack, but we've got it screwed down so I can't show it to you. But basically, it's like the most simple thing ever. It's literally 2 wires, but whenever you get a break inside the PTFE within the AMS, it means you have to undo 2 screws, lift it up, to get to those 4 PTFE lines, and there's those 2 wires that are always too short, and my fat fingers can never get them back into those tiny little, I think it's like a pico blade or something. And so now it's literally just 2 longer wires.
Okay.
All right, so super simple, but quality of life, love it. So we have the Panda AMS guard and the Panda slack inside that one. That is, and of course the Panda Touch, which everyone knows about. It has lost connection to the A1 over there. The Wi-Fi in here is a bit shaky. But yeah, that is the stack of new Panda goodies that we have, and we're planning on expanding this range. Like, there is an H2 series Panda Den coming. So what we're going to do, because the H2 is a higher printer, is we're going to lower it, and we're going to just take advantage of the larger profile.
So it's going to be wider.
So you get the same volume, but you don't have to take a penalty in height. You're going to have the same height, which is, you know, it's a comfortable height to work with this. Like, it looks tall, everyone's like, but it's not actually that bad. It's,
if you're average, I'm 5'9", and this is all easily accessible.
Yeah, you'll get to it, you'll work with it, no worries.
Okay.
So we've got a H2 Den on the way, and we've got an H2 stack, a perch, which is pretty cool. And that has nice holders that drop down the side for HT units as well. So you got 2 extra holders either side. You pop your HT units in there if you want. Or what you can do is the one down either side, you can just print a little chute that directs all the poop around the side, so that you can just basically get rid of it. It just comes around to the side of the machine and you get rid of it. What else have we got that is coming? Oh, Panda Stack. That we don't have here, but it is worth an honorable mention. So in October, Bamboo are going to release a firmware update that makes the A1 series compatible with the AMS 1 to HT. And that's cool, but at the same time, the AMS Lite was designed to mount on top or to the side of the A1, right? And a lot of people go for the top mount because it's compact and you don't want to have this thing sprawling out on your desk. But it's like, what about the AMS itself? Like, there is no real
mount to put the AMS up top?
So the Panda Stack is a really cool little thing. It's just, it's 2 shelves, if you will, with the bottom being on a drawer, so you can pop it, the AMS, and the top just being large enough to put an A1 or an A1 Mini onto it.
Oh, nice.
So it just stacks them together. Do it dead simple, nice and cheap, but it gives you that beautiful solution to combine an A1 and an AMS.
Nice.
Yeah, and if you want to put more than one AMS with your A1, which you'll be able to do now, you can get another stack. And the cool thing about it is it supports an AMS on the first level and an AMS on the second level. So you've got this nice compact solution for up to 3 AMS units and the printer itself right there. Panda Breath. This is our chamber heater.
So just a plug-in chamber heater?
Plug-in chamber heater, and this is compatible with like directly integrated with the Bamboo P1 and X1 series, and the profile is such that it fits directly into where the heater goes on the X1E.
Is it compatible with non-Panda printers?
It is compatible with Clipper as well. It'll communicate over Moonraker Link. That'll come in version 2 firmware. That'll be released shortly after release.
I know some people will be very interested because chamber heaters have always been kind of sketchy with printers. Because a lot of them are just like an exposed heating element, essentially.
Yeah, so we made sure that we put a nice grid over that so that, like, unless you're literally shoving stuff in there.
And this is fully self-contained. It has its own power cord.
It's self-contained. That the whole chassis is earthed. We've got software and hardware protection inside here. So literally there is, in series with the heating element, there is a silicon piece of hardware that if it goes over a certain temperature, it just opens and cuts, and that's it. So that's your hardware protection. We've got software protection as well to cut things if things in any way remotely seem like if we're heating too fast, or if we're heating when we're not sending a signal, there's alerts and alarms that go off. So yeah, all of that is in. Of course, we've got the HEPA filter combined with the carbon filter. And yeah, it's going to be compatible with a whole series of printers. You've got the manual controls here if you want them, but of course, it's going to have a Wi-Fi server on there, web server on there that you can control via Wi-Fi too. And that will be integrated with, Home Assistant or Moonraker or whatever you want. I think we're going to have macros that allow you to control it through the wireless link.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so you'll just be able to control it through there. So yeah. I mean, tons of interest in that. It's been a project that's been through a number of iterations because you don't want to play games with. I think when you guys were there, it was in March when you guys were in Shenzhen. That was already on like iteration number 2. We had like an early version of it, and it's taken us until now to keep iterating and get to a point where we're like,
you want to make sure it is safe.
It's safe and good to go. So that we're happy with it now. Some of these guys, which are cool, that is an XL plate. Orange for XL. It's not going to be released just yet. We have a few little kinks that we want to work out, but yeah, we're planning on releasing plates in the CryoGrip series for Prusa machines, so that's going to be fun.
We got the VVDs.
This is it. And man, I'll tell you what, getting a machine to be reliable through tens of thousands of filament change cycles is a non-trivial problem to solve. And it's why it's taken us a while. But again, we didn't want to release it until the thing was ready. And it is just, we've got a couple of more tools to open up, but it is very, very much close to ready now. So yeah, we're pretty happy with where it's at. It's working really, really well. That is our VVD. Yeah, so you can see that it's RGB indicators, nothing loaded, and currently being used. And yeah, it's busy working over here, doing its thing, printing maker chips.
Do we have a release for that finally?
We're aiming for November.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, just a bit of testing, a couple of tools left to open up, and then we should be good. Yeah, so that's our VVD, and of course this little bad boy over here, which people have also been banging down the door for.
Yeah, USB and USB pass-through now on the EBB.
USB and USB pass-through, but you just change this little jumper over here, and it becomes CAN and CAN pass-through.
Very nice.
It just changes with a single jumper, and just the most insane amount of protection, like on a board that we have ever done, and so many learnings from this will be taken and applied to our boards in the future. It's been a wonderful project to work on, and a huge amount that we've taken away from it. So we're really excited about the EBB 36 and 42 Gen 2.
Awesome.
There you go.
Always new cool stuff with Big Tree Tech. Awesome. Thank you, Luke.
Thank you so much for visiting, man.
Cheers.
Ciao.
Cheers to LDO Motors for sponsoring this year's 3D Printopia coverage. For printer parts, kits, accessories, and more, check them out at the link in the description below.